Okay, welcome. Right here, I'm gonna break down a trade on EuroCAD from the beginning of this week on Monday. And I was able to make over 127 pips all the way to the top side. Very simple price action, levels of support and resistance. Of course, as well as utilizing the pullback strategy we always know and love. So the breakout and pullback is a very important method you can really use every single day to find very clean entries. So seeing this right here, we have a clear level, right? Level of support, level of support, level of support. And the same thing with this pullback in the past, level of resistance, level of resistance. So when it comes to price action, all you're really waiting for is either a break above this level of resistance and then a pullback to the level, and that's your buy, or a break below the support, a pullback to the same level, and that's your sell. Trading is always just that simple when it comes to price action. You're looking for price action to either come back to a past reversal level or do things like this and break out of a past level, break above or either break below. But that's really how you're going to identify your key direction on what you're going for. To make it even more simple for yourself, right? You're always looking for a buy or you're always looking for a sell. Looking for that break can give you key insight of which direction that currency pair or which it may take. So looking at this right here, we're saying to ourselves, if it breaks above this level and pulls back to the same level, we're looking for a buy and going to ride it all the way to the top side. We're as well as going to use our confirmation as far as candlestick pattern. So Morningstar, bullish engulfing, doji, anything bullish in that area will give us a signal to go for that buy. And the same thing for the sell, except you're looking for bearish confirmation, right? If it decides to fall below this level and then pull back to the same level right around here, you're looking for bearish confirmation to go for your sell. You never really have to overthink it. In any given time, when you're looking for a lot of volume, right? You're looking for a lot of volume when it comes to the breakout. So you really want to see a lot of volume, a big heavy bar break up or a big heavy bar break down, and consider that to be the breakout. Sometimes a breakout can be quick and happen very quickly, but even more, if you're really looking for those strong, heavy volume breakout and good pullback, it's very simple to find an entry. So right here, all you really have to do is simply take your time and really wait for the breakout, wait for the pullback, and just simply see what's going to happen. And that's exactly what we did. If you're seeing this bar right here, look at that huge green bar that breaks out to the top side, right? It broke above this previous level of resistance, right? The previous level of support and resistance right around here. So this heavy green bar is what I was talking about. You're really waiting for that heavy, strong volume breakout and consider that to be the breakout. And then from this right here, right, it breaks out and stops right there. You're looking for the pullback to the same exact level. Now understand, the pullback sometimes can be very quick, or sometimes you have to have patience and allow it to work its magic before you decide to hop into that trade. And how you can do that is really by just identifying your candlestick confirmation. Take your time and see what forms in that area. Patience when it comes to trading is really key. I cannot stress that enough. You really have to be patient to wait for the right time to enter the market. And it's always just that simple. So always remember, sometimes the pullback can be quick. It pulls back down and shoots right up, or vice versa if you're going for a sell. But also sometimes you have to allow that pair to do what it has to do, and that's make more confirmation. And that's waiting for more candlestick pattern before you decide to hop into that trade. So always remember that not every trade is going to be exactly the same. Some trades you just have to be patient. But as you can see, as time is going on, you can really also factor in, as long as price action is staying above this previous level here, right? As long as it's staying above that previous level, you're perfectly fine. You want that to happen because you're looking to go for a buy. So really always remember that as well. It doesn't really matter how long it takes per se, but as long as price action is not falling below this level. So you want to see rejection time and time again to this level and eventually make your choice to go for that buy. That's always how easy trading really is. You're being patient, identifying confirmation, and going for that setup. So right here, as you can see in time, we can just be patient. Now, this is very, very important. Not every trade is going to just take off. Sometimes you got to be patient, allow it to work before you decide to hop into a trade. Now, for me, when I saw this right here, I decided I was going to get into this setup. I saw this right here as a potential bullish flag pattern. I was saying to myself, this right here could be a continuation into the market. If you're not familiar with bullish confirmation or bullish flag patterns, they are a continuation pattern. So whatever direction is going to, right, as far as that pattern is forming, it's most likely going to finish out in that same direction. So continuation patterns is a very great price action strategy to enter the market. So when I saw this right here in the morning time or about to form in the morning, I decided I wanted to get into the market. And you can really be patient, just take your time. You don't really have to overthink it. But in any case scenario, if you want to go long like I did exactly right here, you're looking to go long just like that. And you're setting your stop loss, of course, below the level. So stop loss is always below the level, and everything to the top side is going to be that profit. So it's always simple, guys, right? When it comes to price action, you're looking for reversal patterns. You're looking for candlestick patterns, right? As far as confirmation, and you're always looking for continuation patterns, right? Reversal, candlestick, continuation. These are the ways we can enter the market when it comes to price action. Once you would learn how to identify your levels of support and resistance, understand that's the where. Your level of support and resistance is where you want to enter. That's why we said once it breaks above that zone, that's where we want to enter once the pullback happens. But the pattern is always going to be the why. So when time is going on, you see how very simple and just easy you have to be to make this money. And it shoots all the way to the top side. But just understand how patience is very, very important. On this trade right here, we got in around 131.58. So then from there, you see how far it took all the way to the top side, and it kept on pushing up even beyond this point. But even when you're making over 100 pips on a trade, understand that's a lot of money. If you're using a basic standard lot size of 1.00, a standard lot size, you're making $10 per pip. 10 times 100, you're making $1,000 even right there. So you're making a lot of money and not risking anything really, right? You're barely risking anything, but making a lot of profit. But the key to this trade right here was just simply understanding the price action and allowing the trade to take its time to show me what it's going to do, right? That breakout and pullback above the level was the very most important step, right? You see it breaks out, it pulls back, just plain and simple. I don't have to overthink it. I can just say to myself, right, if it's breaking above this level, it's going to pull back to the same level, most likely to keep on going back to the top side. And that's more or less how you can easily eliminate, do you want to go for a buy or do you want to go for a sell? Because this breakout, it gave me key insight, broke above the past level, pulled back to the same level, I'm going for my buy. So at that moment, I can eliminate looking for sells. I can eliminate looking for bearish confirmation and only focus on going for that buy. So this right here was that trade, a very simple setup. And like I said, sometimes you just have to be patient. We enter exactly right here in the morning time, around 6 or something in the morning, but we had to be patient. We had to take our time to allow the trade to go all the way in profit. You see how some people even might get scared by things like this. Well, you can't, right? Our stop loss is below the level. If it doesn't come to our stop loss, we're not going to touch it. We're perfectly fine. So always understand this right here is how simple we're able to make all this profit in the market. Hope everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next time.